Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Cartoon Soup podcast. Today we are talking about Dreamcatchers again. It's the finale. We're talking about episode 5 and 6. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Okay, episode 5. After Star met with the Lucid Dreamer, Star has been struggling with their work. TV and Star help another dreamer, and the two of them finally have a talk about what happened with the Lucid Dreamer. Meanwhile, the stowaway, the Lucid Dreamer, makes a deal with the nightmare creature. I'm not sure what they're called. The episode ends with TV getting a call from the council asking them to see the council.
Okay, I also don't know what that nightmare creature is, but the captions have it as SPD, and I don't know what that stands for.
Oh.
But anyway, that thing is goofy as fuck. I think they were trying to make it seem eerie, ethereal, but they just ended up sounding like a middle school boy who thinks he's the edgiest edgelord on the block. Like they were trying to make it creepy, but it wasn't.
I also feel like I wasn't a big fan of the SPD character. Especially during episode 4 when we first get introduced to the character. I just feel like it was a tone shift that I wasn't that welcoming of. I will say I like how it's stop motion animation the way they're animated. I find that very unique, and I think it adds a nice touch to the story. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that character, and I think it's gonna become a bigger part of the story, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I think the lucid dream that we saw was a lore-accurate dream of a generic theater kid. I don't have much experience with them, but from what I've seen, I feel like this is pretty accurate.
Actually, weren't you in a play?
Can you shut up? First of all, you're in a couple plays, and suddenly that doesn't make you a theater kid, okay? I did it because I want to be with my friends, not because I for the love of theater, okay?
Okay, fine.
I love how at some point Julia starts just saying wow 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 in the background while TV and Star are talking. And I can confirm it's been a while since we have watched these episodes, but I can confirm I still hate Star. I know you were wondering.
Well, I'm glad to know that now.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to talk about something I totally forgot to talk about in our last Dreamcatchers episode. I've always had canon the stowaway dreamer as non-binary, or at least some form of trans. To me, when they talk about how they can't exist in a world, that it kind of feels like they're talking about like the gender binary, I guess. And when Star asks the stowaway's name, the stowaway kind of glitches out and seems to be dodging the question. Then when Star notices that the stowaway is changing the world around them, Star asks, "Is this normal?" And the stowaway asks, "Is what normal?" I just feel like it's such like a metaphor for transness, and I'm like, yes. And then there was also a scene where the stowaway asks, "The real nightmare Star is waking up every day in a world where you don't exist, where you can't exist." The character to me seems like so non-binary. And then what's funny about this is I was manifesting this character as non-binary the entire time, and so I was like, I enjoy Dreamcatchers. I would say I'm a fan of it. And so the Dreamcatchers cast recently did like a 20,000 subscriber special where they're doing a Q&A. And I was on the live stream of the Q&A, and I asked, "What is the stowaway's pronouns?" And someone said they, them. And I was like, I manifested this. I knew it. I knew it, and it happened. I knew it happened because of me. It happened because of me. So y'all can thank me. You're welcome. You're welcome, by the way. Where was I going? Oh, I kind of struggled with the weird monster SPD thing, mostly because I could not understand what they were saying most of the time, and so I had to put on subtitles, which annoyed me, but like, it's fine. I get it.
Do you not like subtitles?
I just don't use them myself. I don't use them myself, so when I have to, I'm like, okay, fine. I don't have a problem with subtitles. You're making it sound worse.
No, I'm not.
Okay. I was just annoyed that I couldn't understand what they were saying. And then I think the way the new dreamer in this episode, that Star and TV are talking to parallels with the stowaway talking to the monster or SPD guy. I like how that paralleled, and the way their plotlines end up contrasting at the end was very smart in my eyes. So I really like that. Alright, episode 6. Star and TV go to the council and are accused of helping a lucid dreamer. Star is punished for this by receiving an early retirement.
Girl, don't piss me off. That's all I remember from the conversation that all of the communication things were having. Cell phone said, "Girl, don't piss me off." And you don't understand how happy I was to see Star die. Yeah, in a way, Star died.
Sorry, I'm just still thinking about how the one thing you remembered from the council is the cell phone saying, "Girl, don't piss me off."
Well, I also liked how they're all forms of communication. I liked how one of them was cans, just cans and a string.
Yeah. Oh, so that's what they were.
Yeah.
Okay, I was curious about that. I was like, what is the two-headed thing?
Okay, well, here, let me let you in on a little secret, Marco. If you ever want to know the names of anything, just turn on those subtitles.
No, don't call me out. Don't call me out.
Turn on those
Don't
subtitles.
call me out. No.
That's also
How
why I love subtitles, because I'm so bad with names.
how could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes. Wow.
Yeah, just so you know.
I was
Um,
destroyed with facts and logic.
ew. But yeah, you genuinely don't understand how happy I was to see Star, I guess, disappear. Technically, they didn't die. They were just like sent to the Shadow Realm. You know what? I also loved how it seemed really painful. And like their little crack, the little crack got bigger. And I just want to say, I love Pebbles. My new favorite character, Pebbles. Pebbles, number one Pebbles fan, day one.
Speaking of which, they had to like hand animate that. They couldn't use like their regular animation style. And I love the way Pebbles is animated. It looks so complicated, but like it really is interesting the way they're animated. Speaking of animation, I love the way the council was animated, especially the megaphone. I love the way they talk over the phone character, the cell phone character, and the cell phone council member gets pissed off. And like you mentioned, Star's helmet does get more cracked after falling into that whole thing, and I thought that was a nice touch. My question is, will we ever see Star without the helmet, and will the helmet completely crack?
Ooh, do you think it'll be sort of like a little, oh my God, it'd be like a little like Penny from Gumball situation?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Or
Yeah,
maybe because the head is a star, they'll just like fly away and never come back.
they'll just
Hopefully.
burst.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm curious about what's going on with the stowaway, because the last shot we see of them is them in just like a blank room, and I was like, what is up with that? Really want to see what's going on there. The way they gave Star an early retirement by just screaming and throwing Star into a hole was crazy. Like, they're like, okay, bye, Star. And then they just start screaming so loudly. And I was like, what is going on here? The council is wild. And that's my notes.
Okay. I mean, yeah, some overall thoughts. I'm happy that no one's happy. I'm happy that no one really got what they wanted. That's fun. I don't think we see enough of that, and I think it's easy for me to say this because I don't really care for any of these characters except Pebbles. I do still love the animation. The voice actors did a pretty good job, except, I mean, I'm not gonna say SPD did a bad job. I'm gonna say that I didn't like what they did with their voice. I just wasn't really taken with the story, and I think that's why I'm so okay with everyone being unhappy at the finale of this season.
And we are going to watch season 2. So there probably is going to be a happy ending eventually.
You don't know
But
that.
I'm guessing. For me, I really enjoyed this. I will say I like the beginning half better than the last half. My favorite episode is still the episode where we get introduced to the stowaway. I think that episode is really great. And these last 2 episodes were pretty okay. I just feel like I'm not the biggest fan of the direction with the SPD character. And I know that they're going to become a bigger part of the story, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. But like, I really did like what they did with Star at the ending, where like they tossed him in a hole, and we're probably never going to see them again. At least that's what I was hoping. But yeah, really enjoyed this.
Do you feel like you can predict how this whole series is going to end?
I don't think I could. I feel like
Really?
there's too much going on.
If they go for a happy ending, Marco, it's really easy what's going to happen, okay? If they go for a happy ending, it's going to be, okay, no, here's what's going to happen, okay? TV is going to go on a mission to find Star. They're going to find Star, and then somehow, or they are going to try and right their wrong by trying to get the stowaway back. And in finding the stowaway, they're going to make the stowaway feel like themselves, make them feel happy, make them feel like they're like they are somebody and that they do matter and all that. And in that, they are going to destroy the evil thingy, and then they all live happily ever after. Everyone bet on my prediction.
I can definitely see that happening. The question is if they're going for a happy ending, which I think they are. I think they are going to go that route.
I think they are as well, sadly. I just want to know what's going to happen with Pebbles.
Pebbles, don't you?
I love Pebbles. And I really feel like Pebbles is going to do something really crazy the next season, like in a good way.
Pebbles only got one line. They were like, "Who are you?" And then they left.
I think Pebbles is going to do something crazy in the next season.
Mm.
Like
We'll have to wait and see.
the group is gonna be down on their luck. They're gonna be stuck in between a rock and a hard place, and then Pebbles is gonna be like, I got you.
Pebbles will be like, I am the rock.
Exactly. Oh. Or Pebbles becomes the heel and then is evil. But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, y'all, that's our thoughts on the Dreamcatchers finale. We have social medias in the description. We also have a gaming channel. Check that out. That's everything for now. Don't let your brains become soup. Goodbye.